Just in, we've got some breaking news to tell you about. A bus which crashed into a building in Richmond. You are looking at the scene. This is from our partnership with Sky 7, and you can see the bus there jammed into the side of that building. Cronford's Philippe Jagal was in the area. He joins us now on the phone. Philippe, were you nearby when this happened?
I was actually inside Officer Santana's patrol car. We were working on another story. We were doing a ride-along when all of a sudden she got the call about a high-speed pursuit of a stolen vehicle in the area of Garvin Avenue at 18th Street. Well, we hightailed it over here, and I got to tell you, it looks very startling with this bus in front of the home. It's actually inside of the home, and the police department tells me that kids were inside of this home when the bus ran into it. The kids were thrown into the kitchen, and some of them may have been injured. The bus had passengers inside of that. We saw a few of them be taken away by ambulance. The entire neighborhood is out here watching what we're seeing play out right now. The other situation is that there was a gas leak caused by the bus ramming into the home. So PG&E had to rush here as well, and they're working on shutting the gas and electricity out. I can still smell some of the gas, but I believe they may have gotten that out. There was at least 2 suspects inside the car that was being pursued. One of those suspects is in custody, from what the police department tells me, but then K9 units were circling the neighborhood as well, trying to find the other person that was inside of this car. I spoke to a witness just as this was all going down, just minutes ago, Catherine, and he says that the suspects, the guys driving the car, totally irresponsible. They were driving down Garvin, and that's when the bus, we don't know if it tries to get out of the way or if it was somehow pushed into the home. But clearly these men that were in the stolen car were reckless, and it ends up with several people injured here, and some of them are children.
Yeah, Philippe, we're looking at the scene live, and I have to say this is really something to see. That bus just jammed into the wall of that home. I can't tell if that's a garage or apparently not. I think that's just part of the house. Do we have any details or injuries, or is it too soon?
I could tell you there are injured people, and I'm standing right next to this bus, and the bus is parked on the driveway and the side of the house, so I don't know if that's a garage either. You can't even tell, but I know the kitchen is there. But we know of a few injuries, some of them children. We don't have an exact number. We don't know the conditions of the injured. The officer's telling me at this point doesn't know if they're serious, critical. That we're going to have to find out. This is all playing out now. I mean, it just happened minutes ago, so all the information is fluid and fresh.
Yeah, I'll say. So you were right there, basically, as this happened, Philippe. Do we, I said, yeah, you were right on the spot, basically, as this happened. Have you seen anyone being taken into ambulances or transported?
Yes, we're getting unprecedented access to this crime scene right now. Normally, we'd be a block or 2 away, but since we were on the ride along with the police department, it just so happened that this happened at this time. We're the only station here on scene inside the tape next to the bus. I could say that we did see people be taken away in ambulance. I can't give you an exact number again, though.
Philippe, I'm sure they're trying to keep people away. I mean, you happen to be with the police officer. You're right there. But are they trying to keep neighbors or people away from this area right now?
Yeah, it's a large perimeter. I'm at Garvin Avenue at 18th. That's blocked off. And as I walk down the street, Garvin is closed off at least 3 or 4 blocks to the north. And it looks like the actual stolen car is at Burbeck Avenue and 18th, so maybe a block away or a half a block away from where the bus actually ended up into the home.
Boy, just looking at this, Philippe, it's going to take a while to get this scene cleared up. I mean, that is an amazing sight.
Well, think about towing a car. When you go to these scenes, it takes hours just to get a car towed out of here. They're going to have to tow an entire AC Transit bus out of here, and not only do that, but pull it away from a home on top of a gas line that's ruptured. So, yeah, they're going to be out here for, I would imagine, all night.
So I don't know if you said this. I just want to clarify, Philippe, were there people on the bus besides the driver? I mean, what was the situation with the bus?
Yes, there were people inside of the bus when this happened. Some of them may still be here on scene because there's such a large crowd out here. I can't imagine that all of them are neighbors. And the witness that I spoke with, and I can't confirm this because I didn't actually see the passengers get out, but he said that he thought the bus was almost full. So, yes, there were a lot of people inside the bus. And, again, there were children, according to the police department, inside the kitchen of the home where this bus ran into. They were thrown back when this bus ran into the home. So their condition, I don't know. But certainly they're going to walk away with injuries from this. No question.
Yeah, because, I mean, we're looking at it again now. I mean, the bus didn't just sort of graze the building, and the front part of the bus there, the right front edge, just plowed right through the wall of that house. Hey, Philippe, we saw a car a few moments ago, a smashed-up red car. I'm assuming that's, or I shouldn't assume, is that the car that had been leading police on the chase?
Yes, correct. You're right on, Catherine. That's the car is at Burbank and 18th, about a half block away from the bus. That's the car that was involved in the high-speed chase. That's the stolen vehicle. You could see, I don't know if the helicopter video is showing it, but the front end of it is completely destroyed. So there was a heavy collision there, and the front bumper is actually maybe 10 yards away from the car itself. The glass scattered across the entire roadway. It's going to take some time to clean that up as well. But, you know, the airbags were deployed. I'm looking at the car right now. I'm walking right up to it. I'm right next to the police department. They're checking it out as well. Both airbags in the front were deployed. They're both out right now.
Yeah, we're looking at the bus again, but yeah, we got a pretty good look at that car a moment ago that was really smashed up. So again, in case people are just joining us, Philippe, it started with somebody in what police say was a stolen car and a chase, correct?
Correct. It was an officer, at this point, from what we know, identified a stolen vehicle, attempted to stop that car, and then a high-speed pursuit was on. It led them into this neighborhood on 18th, and that's when something happened between the bus and the officer and the stolen vehicle, where the bus ended up into the home. I don't know if the bus was trying to avoid the pursuit. At this point, I'm standing directly behind the bus, and I don't see any impact to the back of this bus. So I wouldn't say that the bus was hit from behind by the stolen vehicle, but I can't see, I haven't been pointed out the officer's car that was involved in this pursuit originally, and I don't see any patrol cars here with any damage. So what the stolen car hit, I don't know. Maybe the side of the bus. We're going to have to flush those details out once police make themselves available. They're busy right now. It looks fairly chaotic, though things have simmered down, but the images are just startling.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a while before this all plays out. And as you said, Philippe, there's several layers of problems here. I mean, the crash, the people in the house, the people on the bus, and the gas leak. Can you tell from being at the scene what's going on regarding the gas leak?
I'm going to ask PG&E right now. They don't know we're live. Hey, guys, do you know if the gas been turned off? The gas has been turned off according to PG&E. So that's one issue that's been avoided. But then still got this bus inside the home, possibly children injured from the collision. We have the passengers inside of the bus who've got stories to tell for the rest of their lives. And then possibly one more suspect still at large at this point. Again, K-9 units have been canvassing the area with assistance from residents here. I got to tell you, Catherine, the residents have been pointing in different directions, saying, hey, look, you might want to check here. Or if the officer goes knocks on the door, then the resident will say there's another way inside here. So they're helping out. And residents, like I said, when I spoke to one of them who witnessed what happened, he was just absolutely disturbed. And we're talking about a young man who lives in the neighborhood. He saw what all went down, and he said, this can't be happening here. It can't be this irresponsible. Going high speeds inside of a neighborhood with a bus ending up inside of a home.
Yeah, we're looking at the car again. We see police officers around the car that is badly smashed up. And we're seeing, I mean, that is obviously a residential neighborhood. It's not a huge area in terms of traffic. That looks like just a residential neighborhood, correct?
Yeah, correct. And I'm walking back over to the car right now, and officers have some measuring equipment out. They're starting to break the scene down now. They're going to have to do so and try and figure out exactly what happened. But yeah, we're in a residential neighborhood. There isn't a business around here for several blocks, and many of these people have lived in this area for a long time, and quite frankly, they look like they have a relationship with some of these officers. Is much respect is being shown right now with the cooperation. We are right in the middle of the intersection 18th and Burbank, and that's where that car is.
Well, Philippe, you're right in the middle of the intersection, and you're right in the middle of that story that you just happened to be there with a police crew, a police officer. So we're getting a better idea of what's happening here than we certainly would have. So thank you for that. Tell us again when this happened. I know it was a short time ago.
I'd say that we got into the car, Officer Santana and I, probably around 5:30. And once we left the police station, a train was on the tracks right next to the station, so it stopped us. And that's when she got the call that there was a high-speed pursuit going on. So we had to U-turn, go over the median, and it took about 10 minutes, I'd say, to drive here. And we were up over 80, 90 miles an hour. As we were doing so, you could see the cars in front trying to get out of her way. But that just didn't happen fast enough sometimes, so it slowed us down a little bit. But then we made it here probably by 5:40, 5:45, I'd say. And immediately Officer Santana put up a perimeter, prevented any residents from being able to leave the area because, remember, we're under the impression that there's still one more suspect out there outstanding. So they didn't want anybody to leave who may have potentially seen something or may have been involved. And at this point, they wanted to get all of the injured out of the bus. I didn't see that. That must have happened pretty quickly. And then G&E obviously was called in to shut the gas off to make sure that this didn't turn into a disaster.
Well, Philippe, thank you so much. Great job, and stand by, and we will be back. We're continuing to monitor this, but we will be back with more news. Gary, coming up, we're going to take a break.